In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum. Today we will discuss about the polygenic inheritance. It is also called quantitative inheritance as well as multiple gene inheritance. So what is polygenic inheritance? Polygenic inheritance is a condition in which a single trait is controlled by two or more than two genes, and these genes are located on different chromosomes and collectively influence the phenotype. What are the characteristics of polygenic inheritance? Polygenic inheritance does not follow the Mendelian inheritance, and each gene has a small effect which is very difficult to detect, but the combined effect is very significant and easily detectable. Each allele has an additive or cumulative effect, equal effect produced by the multiple genes. Difficult in this condition of the polygenic inheritance, it is very difficult to predict the phenotype, and polygenic inheritance occurred by the continuous variation of the phenotype of a trait. What does mean continuous variation? Continuous variation is the gradual change in a character across a population. And this polygenic inheritance is different from the multiple alleles, because in case of multiple alleles, we discuss more than one alleles, more than two alleles are present in a population. But in case of polygenic inheritance, a single trait is controlled by two or more than two genes. So examples of the polygenic inheritance includes the skin color in human, eye color, human intelligence, as well as height of human. What is the importance of the polygenic inheritance? Basically, polygenic inheritance determines the quantitative traits rather than the qualitative. And polygenic inheritance shows the continuous variation of traits in a population and the relationship between continuous and discontinuous variations. Polygenic inheritance also responsible for evolution or population variance or evolution, and this variation is further responsible for the adaptive changes in a population according to the basic requirements and needs of the individuals. Let's discuss skin color examples of the polygenic inheritance in detail. So, skin color in human is controlled by around 60 loci, and skin color in human is regulated by three pairs of genes. Negro black, when we cross a negro black, capital A, capital A, capital B, capital B, capital C genotype with the pure white of the genotype small b, small c, the result will be the intermediate phenotype with the genotype of capital A, capital B small b, and capital C small c. And in F2 generation, when we cross two intermediate genotypes, then different skin colors produced. Basically, the skin colors depends upon the amount of the melanin pigment. In negro black, the melanin pigment is present in higher amount, but in pure individual, the melanin pigment is present in negligible amount. So after the cross, the ratio of the skin color will be 1:6, ratio 15, ratio 20, ratio 15, ratio 6, ratio 1. In this ratio, 1 is representing the negro black with high amount of melanin pigment, and 6 representing the very dark brown skin color, and 15 belong to the dark brown skin color, and 20 is representing the intermediate brown skin color, and 15 representing the light brown skin color, and 6 belong to the very light brown skin color, and 1 belong to the pure white skin color. Our next topic is the penetrance and expressivity. So let's start. First of all, what is the difference between penetrance and expressivity? Actually, penetrance asks whether the phenotype is expressed or not, but the expressivity asks how strongly the phenotype expressed. This is the main difference between the penetrance and expressivity. So what is the penetrance? Penetrance is a proportion of individuals in a population expressing the phenotype corresponding to the genotype. In other words, we can say that probability of a gene or trait being expressed. There are two types of penetrance. If all individuals in a population express the phenotype, it is called complete penetrance. But if some individuals in a population express the phenotype, then it is called incomplete penetrance. In other words, we also can say that gene expressed in all population or in a part of population. The example of the penetrance is the polydactyly condition in human, in which extra finger or toes appeared. The polydactyly may be preaxial, central, or postaxial. Reduced penetrance is not a simple process or phenomena. This is basically the result of the combination of genetic, environmental, as well as lifestyle factors. And what is expressivity? Expressivity is the degree or extent to which a genotype is expressed in a population. There is again two types of expressivity: complete expressivity or incomplete expressivity. If all the region of the body show the phenotype corresponding to the genotype, it is called complete expressivity. If some region of the body fail to show the phenotype corresponding to the genotype, then it is called incomplete expressivity. So example, again, we will discuss the example of polydactyly in expressivity. Expression of polydactyly limited if limited to hand or not legs involved. So this is called variable expressivity. Or extra digit can be of full size or just a stub. So this is the reduced expressivity. And polydactyly, we discuss the four types: complete penetrance, incomplete penetrance, complete expressivity, incomplete expressivity. But the polydactyly is the best example of the incomplete penetrance and variable expressivity.